Eurovision Song Contest 2016. Austria, represented by a song called Loin, performed by Zoe, a young blonde with a very, very sweet voice. This is an entry that I am in two minds about. I like it, and I'm also kind of weirded out by it. Like I said, the singer, she has a very, very sweet voice. It's a delight to listen to her voice. And it suits the song perfectly. So, nothing against her, and nothing per se against the song. It's very pretty, has a lovely melody, and it's very catchy in the sense that I may not remember it that long afterwards, but while I'm listening, it's easy to pick up. Like I was singing along, even having heard only half the song the first time. So it really pulled me in, and yeah, I really got the melody very quickly, which is of course a big plus. So I'm guessing, I have never heard the song, I've only heard it while listening. I only heard it while watching the performance. And I think if I only heard it on the radio or whatever, I would have been completely thrilled about it. But I have unfortunately also seen the performance in Vienna when the song was selected. Obviously I wasn't in Vienna, I seen the recording from the performance in Vienna. And I can see why they picked her, because it's a very charming, lovely song with a charming, lovely singer, and as I said, her voice is completely adorable voice. But the presentation of the song, I think, may throw a spanner in the works, because the presentation is really, really, really weird. Bad enough with the flowers, then it sort of turned to less flowers, which was better, but then those turned into mushrooms. And I really have to say that I talked in one of the previous videos this year, and I've talked in other videos past years, about how the presentation is very important, and the presentation mustn't be too weird or too distracting, because that's what you end up doing. You end up distracting the audience from the song. They just sit there and stare at, in this case, the giant moving mushrooms, and completely miss the song. Of course, this is what they did in Vienna. I'm going to link to that video in the description. They may do something completely different when they get to Stockholm, which will probably be for the best. I think that this song should just be presented very simply and just let it stand on its own, because it's an absolutely beautiful entry. I hope they do well, but I think a lot depends on the presentation and whether the presentation manages to put the focus on the song, or whether it pulls the focus completely away from it, which I think the original presentation definitely did. So it'll be interesting to see what happens when they're on stage in Stockholm.